Hey guys, are you looking to head out to the Caribbean this summer? How does one figure out where to go? Because seemingly they might be very similar and you're undecided on where exactly you should go. The funny thing is, even for a lot of Caribbean people, they tend to not want to go to other islands because they have this perception that, oh, I'm from the Caribbean anyway, this other place is probably the same thing. Like, what can I get different from the other place than where I'm from? So if that's the consensus with a lot of Caribbean people, I know for you it might be a little difficult. So in this video, I'm going to help you unpack which place you should go. I'm going to break it down different ways. So for starters, we're gonna check out what vibe you're looking for, what tier of country, etc. And let's get into it. Just a heads up, so there's about 13 independent Caribbean countries. So what I mean by independent, you know what independent means. Places like Antigua, places like Haiti, DR, Jamaica, these are independent countries. And then you have about 15 territories that are overseen or they are part of the US, UK, Netherlands, France. So examples of that is like the Dutch Caribbean, right? So Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, they're Dutch Caribbean, they're part of the Netherlands. Or if you think of Martinique and Guadeloupe, they're part of France. So that's what it is. So now that you know, you got 15 independent countries, 13 independent countries, about 15 territories, you got a lot to choose from. What vibe are you looking for? Are you looking for more of a party kind of situation, turn up, talking places like Jamaica and Bahamas? Are you looking for more of adventure? You talking places like St. Lucia, Dominica? Or are you looking for like luxury travel? So places like Turks and Caicos, Cayman Islands, St. Bart's, that's luxury. So once you figure out what your budget, what you're trying to spend, you see what tier is good for you. Then you have questions like, where do I go as a solo traveler? That's attached to, are you trying to turn up? So you can go to a place that's more turn up. Where do I go as a couple or a family, etc.? So when you think of family travel, you could put DR in there. You can put the Bahamas in there because they tend to have a lot of resorts. You think about safety as well. Resorts they tend to be a better or safer option when it comes for families. Then when you think about couples and, ladies want a more romantic place, then you think of like luxury places, the Turks and Caicos, Cayman, etc., St. Bart's, etc. So they kind of like match up. If you're looking for like quiet relaxation, because not everybody want to turn up when they travel. A lot of people, they got a hectic life, and so some people don't want to do anything. They just want to lay out, etc. So in that case, you're talking about places like a Grenada or a Anguilla, places that you just want to chill out. So these are just some examples, right? Not to say that you can't have a good time, or if you're not looking to party, you can't do it in these places. But I'm just saying some locations are more than others. And I'll give you a rule of thumb. Usually the smaller Caribbean island is, the more expensive it is. And the larger it is, the least expensive it is. I'll give you a good example. But let's take Cuba out of this, because Cuba is the largest Caribbean island, followed by DR, followed by Haiti, and then Jamaica. I'll take Cuba out of this. We know why, because it doesn't really apply to them. DR is the cheapest Caribbean island because it's the largest. Remember, they're number 2 largest, but like I said, take Cuba out of it because they have the most land, right? So they have the most resorts, they have the most amenities, etc. So in that case, it's cheaper. So if you're looking for budget friendly, if you're looking for resorts, that's your place. And then the smaller places, the smaller the place, is more expensive. So a lot of the English territories, for example, they tend to be a lot. Take a place like Turks and Caicos. I've been there with my wife, and even when you go to the grocery store, like things are really, really expensive. Why? Because they're still a part of the UK and they get taxed heavily. That's an example of that. Also, you want to look at off-peak seasons, because besides hurricane season in the Caribbean, they have great weather year round. And so you can get a deal that way going off peak time. These are just some ways to determine how and where you're gonna go. In terms of access, because if you are an American, you have a direct flight to mostly all these countries and territories. So the access is great for us. Same thing with Canadians. They have access to pretty much all these countries. I wouldn't say the UK. The UK has a lot of access to, I would say, at least half of these countries. Other than that, they would have to transfer from there to here, etc. We're great on access. Yeah, that's just in our backyard. We have a lot of flights, especially leaving from Florida, Dallas. So we're really, really good. So hopefully this was helpful. And if you want me to break it down further, maybe a part 2, I can help you out with that. Like I said, there's 3 tiers. So you have your budget friendly, the mid tier, and the luxury. See what vibe you're looking for. Are you looking for more turn up? Are you looking for adventure, nature? Are you looking for quiet? And then also, you know, obviously you're selecting based on solo traveler, family travel, couple, etc. And yeah, that's just some places to start. And for more specifics, let me know down below. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.